Play action. Pickett. Open man. Completes it to Claypool. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory as they're down to the 29-yard line. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. To the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. And they try to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be 3rd down.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
From the gun, here's Pickett. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And the Chiefs are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. Time will tell if that's an interception that rattles the rookie here. First drive on the road.
And you know the discussion going into the game centered on, okay, let's get out nice and easy, take care of the football, we're on the road. You're a youngster, let's not make mistakes early. But now the conversation will shift to, okay, put it behind you, move on. Long way to go in this one.
Yeah, he's able to push his way forward somehow for a gain of about 2 yards. 2nd down now. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. On play action, it's Mahomes. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left. He tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
Edwards-Helaire, they'll try to run for it. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it and pick up first downs.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
Boy, a lot of moving parts on this play, but what a nice design to lift the running back out to the left and send him down the field. And a good job spotting him and hitting him for a big play.
Mahomes now on first down. And that is incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops and escape this drive.
And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. We're scoreless after 1. Mahomes going to go on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Andy Reid went for it, but it won't pan out. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. They'll start the drive with Harris. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
It's tipped, but it doesn't matter. He still catches it. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. We saw this plenty last year in college. He loved to take his shots downfield, and that throw, that was a thing to behold there. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Open man is Johnson. Touchdown Steelers. Deontay Johnson from 19 yards away. And the Steelers post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that makes the score 7-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And bring this out to the 25. No return there for Hardman. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on fourth down, didn't convert. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelsey, 27 yards. And the Chiefs are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. As they kick it away. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
They did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Well, a lot of credit to the play caller here. He saw the design in his mind and implemented it. A little zone stretcher here because they started the tight end on the left side of the formation and sent him on a crossing route. And this works really well where you can find that space between levels, and they were able to do so for good yardage.
The big man, Tyson Alualu, there to make the tackle.
Not the kind of game that will go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of game that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire, with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough, gritty yards for you when necessary.
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. Quick throw caught out wide by Valdez-Scantling. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling bringing in that one from Patrick Mahomes. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive. And they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 7 yards there and a first down. Pickett now on first down. Looking deep downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
Pickett right back to the air again. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
He gave it a shot at the deep pass, but it wasn't going to work there. And now there's less time for them to try and get 3 before the half. Let's see what they dial up on this next snap.
Pickett will look to throw it here. Well, it's intercepted. They got Pickett for the 3rd time in this game. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. So now it's 2 straight drives that end with an interception.
And the first time, the first interception, they ended up getting 6 points out of it and taking the lead. Now they have an opportunity to increase that lead after their 2nd pick on 2 drives.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes on the slant. He's got Hardman. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on 4th down. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. 1 second, all that remains. He's going to float this one deep right side. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Justin Reed. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
The final adjustments taking place here for both of these squads. They're about ready for the second half in Kansas City. And for the Colts, we rejoin Brandon and Charles.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Ready for the start of the 3rd quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. And Hardman going to go ahead and sit on this one as it'll come out to the 25. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half it didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he's got Hardman in the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City. Patrick Mahomes, he can do everything seemingly, and that time he just reared back and let it fly. Extra point by Butker is on target, and it's now 21-7. Touchdown. Here's Butker on to kick it away. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realize what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a 3-possession game.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Pickett, and my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Justin Reed, and he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. So that now 2 consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. You wonder if he's trying to do a little too much out there.
Oh, I like where you're going with that maybe he's pressing it a little bit, trying to be too fine with his throws, or maybe overestimating his arm. It could be a combination of all of those things. In any event, he's got to get it figured out and in a hurry.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Play action. Now it's Mahomes out to his left. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And the Steelers are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. That had disaster written all over. You've got a right-handed quarterback, a rolling left, and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually turns into, a heave. And that's not really a good throw, is it?
Not good, and we saw the result. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
I'm
think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Pickett's throw complete to Freiermuth. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak in anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Here's Freiermuth again. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. On 1st and 10, it's Pickett. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Off the play fake, here's Pickett. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps and soon.
They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up.
Has a nice job there defensively being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
The Steelers send out their punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Hardman on the return. 51 yards on the punt there. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? After they score here, especially a touchdown, it's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, but you can take the spirit away from another team. And their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
They go play fake. Mahomes. He'll find his running back, Edwards-Helaire. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. Throwing now is Mahomes. Throw right side going to be caught by Hardman. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 27-yard line. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 27. Mahomes to throw once more. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And the Steelers are right back in this football game. That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They run the play fake. Here's Pickett. And now here is another interception. And the Chiefs are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And the Steelers are right back in this football game. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the fourth quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 27. 1st and 10, here's Pickett. Going to throw deep for the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
On 2nd down, this is Harris. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. Under 4 to play now. Clock running, 3rd down. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down with Pickett. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now.
Pickett lost it, and I think the Chiefs have it. They do.
Hey, we can push ball security all we want here, but how about that effort on defense? Excellent job inside the red zone. Just took away at least 3 points by forcing that fumble.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Here's Edwards-Helaire as they will start on the ground. And that won't buy him much room. Just a 1-yard gain to the 5. You know, I was going to ask you if maybe they should surprise and pass the ball, but where they're at on the field, I think keep it on the ground, right?
I like where you're going with this one because field position is going to determine these play calls. And backed up where they are, I don't even think about putting the ball in the air. I tell my running backs, grasp the football, and I tell my offensive line, don't allow any leaks so they get hit immediately when we hand it off.
And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Going for the deep ball. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Levi Wallace with a pick. Now with that interception, you feel like we got a ball game again. Remember, a 2-score contest and still time left here in the 4th.
And in the old days, not too long gone either. Throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no, but the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
25 yards that time. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Looking to throw here. Pickett. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Nick Bolton. And the Chiefs are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure, but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. There's your co-NFL record holder, T.J. Watt, doing what he does best, terrorizing quarterbacks.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Catch is made by Hardman. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. On 1st down, Mahomes. And his throw is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Mahomes. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. He's gonna leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And my goodness, another interception. Levi Wallace with a pick. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a...
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Chiefs come up with a late turnover. It will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. So this one in the win column.